Yesterday, the Fisker Ocean Extreme got a price drop. But before we get to know the game, let's talk about the players. You've got 5,000 Ocean One owners right now who bought a car for $68,999. And I'll play the role of a Fisker Ocean One owner throughout this video. And they waited in line, and not like a Six Flags coaster, more like a Supreme drop in New York. They waited in line at a time when waiting in line is completely avoidable. Pay the resale markup, buy the VIP package, download the app, heck, call your concierge. But that's not how it went down. They wanted to be in this line. These people were made to be here. Whether they support the grit of Henrik Fisker and his if at first you don't succeed philosophy, or they are absolute patrons of sustainability, feeling like there's no choice in the auto market but Fisker right now. They chose to be here. The design, the mission, the company, the man. They're all believers. They're investors. They're visionaries. A G63 AMG is only about 7 out of 10 cool no matter where you go nowadays. And frankly, yawn. A Tesla is an Accord to some. It's a PT Cruiser to others. But there's no exclusivity attached. Hate it or love it, it's obtainable. Fisker Ocean One owners wanted an alternative, and they were willing to stand in line and make a $70,000 column bet on it. Is Tesla the Apple of cars? My wife thinks so. She also thinks the Fisker is refreshing because there's an Android now. Ioniq 5s and 6s are cute. The EV6 is nice. The ID4 is neat. Hummer EVs are pretty darn slick. But these are battery-powered favors at an oil convention. The Ocean is new, fresh, lean, and it got in at the last second. The door for new EV startups started in about 2018. Ask Henrik Fisker, because he tried to get in too early. And by the time the shutdown started in 2020, it was too late. It wasn't too late to sneak in the back with a fake ticket.
Vertically integrated from beginning to end where there's very little risk.
But the balcony was sold out. And for those believers, those investors, those early adopters, this price reduction was a slap in the face. The car shuts off, or it won't turn on. It needs a technician, and sometimes more than that. Basically, the people that gave birth to Fisker Inc., the company, were handed 5,000 colicky babies, and the phone keeps ringing because the insurance company rejected the claim for the delivery. This is Cyberpunk 2077, but with cars. But there is a subscribe button, and you can smash that as hard as you like, along with the like button, to take out some of your frustration. Thank you in advance. But is there another side to this coin? Could there be a light at the end of the $68,999 tunnel? And let's face it, taxes, fees, delivery, registration, etc., it's an $80,000 car, right? You put your $5,000 down when a loan was 3%, and today it's around, what, 7.5%? But can we remove ourselves from the sting that's still fresh on our cheeks? Can we see any advantages that we may get from this price drop? I hear you. I'd be mad too, like really mad. But Fisker is in a tight spot. The cancellations of the Ocean One were numerous, let alone the Extreme. Based on current knowledge, you can't even get a Sport or an Ultra in Canada. You have till November 6th to complete your order for a Sport or Ultra at launch pricing, but you can't. You can only get the Extreme. The Ultra and Sport are literally snake oil in a country with thousands of reservations. And I doubt that many who were stretching to get an Ultra are going to overextend another 10,000 to get an Extreme, even with this price drop. And Fisker has to sell Extremes, or the company isn't financially solvent. I'm sure someone at Fisker, or a company that Fisker hired, said very loudly, you have to reduce the price on the Extremes so you can sell them, or Fisker won't be a company anymore. You can only raise $300 million overnight so many times. So, is Fisker just going to shaft all the Ocean One owners and give them nothing? Yes and no. We don't know pricing for Intelligent Pilot yet. That's an add-on for the Sport and Ultra and will be a subscription. We don't know about vehicle connectivity for the Ocean Extreme, Sport, and Ultra, and how much that will cost per month. So what's going to happen? Fisker is likely to nickel and dime non-Fisker Ocean One owners forever. $50 a month for a rotating screen on the Ultra. $20 a month for everyone just to be able to use the vehicle. $199 a month for Intelligent Pilot on the Sport and Ultra. Nobody's really getting a cheaper vehicle here. We live in a world of monthly payments, and if you don't have to make a monthly payment on your vehicle, I salute you, because I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I myself spend about 4 hours a week creatively moving money around just so the debit card continues to work and the bills go out on time, because both have to happen. So, at a time when consumers can't afford a high monthly payment, and they can't afford to borrow the money either, retailers have to lower the price, because no sales equals no Fisker. And my guess is, based on this price drop, that so few conversions happened during the transition period that's Inflation Reduction Act talk for August 7th through August 16th, 2022, that almost nobody who orders an Extreme and actually takes delivery is going to get a tax credit. So the sticker for our Ocean One says $68,999, but there's a pretty good chance that you had the tax liability, or at least a portion of it, to get a chunk of that $7,500 credit on your 2022 taxes. If you have questions about that, or you'd like to know how that works, I made an entire video. You can check it out right there. Also, in 2024, if your vehicle qualifies for the EV tax credit, you can transfer the tax liability to the dealership, which means you don't even need the tax liability anymore. At least that's how the Treasury has interpreted it as of right now. So if it's built in North America and it has enough battery stuff that the thing lists it has to have, you get $7,500 off. And here's the kicker. That makes a Model Y long range $650 a month, and an Ocean Extreme $1,020 a month with the discount. I know us Ocean One owners are frustrated. We're being treated like beta testers who got cyberpunked. We invested, we researched, we waited, and waited, and waited, only to be insulted and injured by a price drop. But for a company at this stage of growth, profit is literally everything. And there's definitely no profit if there's no sales. And if there's no sales, you may end up with a $70,000 brick in the driveway instead of a functioning vehicle. It is a Supreme brick, but it's a brick nonetheless. All I know is the commentary during the earnings call is definitely going to get interesting at this point. Finally, this is a safe space. Please feel free to air your grievances and opinions, thoughts, LOLs, and incantations of frustration down below. I'm here to help. And with that said, subscribe for more. We'll see you on the next one.
Hey! Smash the like button!
Thank you.